Morning, everyone. Thought I would just pop on this morning. I have been up in my craft room making a mess. As you can see, it's early on Saturday morning, and I made myself a cup of coffee and thought I'll come up here and clean up. But that's not what happened. What happened was I pulled some of the book pages from the books that I'd got at the op shop, from my op shop haul, and I was just taking out some of the little pictures. Isn't that cute? Look at that lady with her ducks. Out of just pulling some of these pictures out and putting them in my scraps container, which looks like crazy town. So I I think I've either got to use some of those scraps or get a bigger scrap container. I'll probably get a bigger scrap container because, when you get these cute little pictures, you don't want to use them for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I don't anyway. I just keep hoarding them. But some of the pictures I've pulled so far are that little one. So cute. Anyway, so I was pulling out these ones. There's another one, Mary Poppins. Got that one. And I got that one. It's Little Red Riding Hood, and it's a dark picture, but that's the wolf walking away. So I've got a few so far. And I forgot to show you, but I actually got quite a few rolls of this wallpaper strip in my op shop haul. There was one random one. This one was just a small piece, was thrown into the bag. But that's pretty, right? That little section there, pretty. I'll be able to use that for something. So, yeah, so I thought I'll make myself a cup of coffee. I'll come up here and clean up. So far, as you can see, I have not cleaned up. I've been pulling pictures and I've made these. So I've just pulled the pictures out, and then I didn't want to throw the book page. I went through the stack of 12 by 12s that were in my op shop haul, and I've pulled some of the ones out that I like. But yeah, I'm going to do some sewing on these, so I haven't quite finished them. I've got them stacked over near my machine, so I want to make that a little booklet I've put in there, because as I pulled the pictures out of the books, I didn't want to throw the book pages away. So I thought, I saw Leslie and Rachel do something similar to this, so I thought, oh, I'm just going to use up those book pages. So I've made that one. This was one of the 12 by 12 pieces that was in, and I've just ripped that down, and I've put another little tuck spot with a book. Whoever had that 12 by 12 pack, she'd done some little cutting out, so I used some of those pages, and there was a dictionary page, so I've thrown that in there. But I'm going to bind that, and that can go in there with the butterfly. And I've used one of those they're actually a little bit thicker than I thought they would be, the laser cutouts with a butterfly, and I've just put a little bit of scrap fabric there, and that's got a little tab so that you can open it. So I'm going to do a bit of sewing around that one as well. So as I say, I've stuck them over near the machine, and then this page was a little bit left over, so I've just done a little bit of random collaging on the top. I've made a little tuck spot there. This was another piece of dictionary page. I used half of it, and then there was the other half sitting there, and I thought, oh, I don't want to throw that away. So I just stuck a bit of paper on the back for journaling, folded it up and stuck it in there. And that's just one of these books. I got it from AliExpress, because that's the other thing I've got on my desk. I had an AliExpress order come in. I've got a couple of projects on the go here. Yeah, it's out of control. I'm creating from my mess though. But these are really nice, these little dictionary pages. I actually saw Pam from the paper Outpost using them, so I hunted them down, and they come in little books, and I got K to M because my name's Kathy and my husband's name's Mark, so I thought that was kind of cute. So and they've just got like the little word and what it means next to it. So they're kind of cute. So I just literally just stuck one of those in there as well. And again, I am going to do a bit of stitching around that. So over to the machine, which is to my right hand side. Wasn't as happy with this one. This was a piece of the wallpaper. So what I've done is done a bit of collage on the front there. I did have this bit of lace stuck down there, but I didn't like it, so I pulled it off. Yeah, I took that off, so that's now joining the mess pile. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is stitch a ruffle, paper ruffle in this, because it kind of matches that green. I'm going to stick that down there and I'll see how I feel about that. And then on the inside here, I've just made a little flip out pocket, which I've decorated with some of the scraps that I had around. And I've just made a little, oh, it's stuck in there. Oh no, it's all right. I just stapled them together. I don't like to see the staple on the front there, so I've just put a little bit of scrap ribbon that I had floating on my desk and a little piece of lace. So that tucks in there like that and like that, and I will sew that down. At the end of the video, when I've finished all these, I'll just do a picture so you can see how they turned out. So yeah, so I thought, well, while I'm sitting here, I might put the camera on and I will make a couple, one or two. We'll see how we go. So this is another page that I've pulled out. I've taken the picture off that I wanted, which was that little lady. Don't even know. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I've just ripped that out of that corner there. So this is what I've got left over that I won't use any of those pictures, but I don't want to throw that away. So now I'm looking at that thinking, what could I make out of it? And I thought maybe if I'm just randomly thinking about this as I go along at this point. So I thought I'm thinking about folding that. I might actually, what I'll do is I'll fold this up to make a tuck spot. Because I don't like to waste, and this paper's got a bit of shine to it, so I'm not 100% on board with this paper, but we can collage over that. So I'm just going to fold that in, and then I've got the makings of a little little thing to go in a journal. So let's see how this comes together. These are all my pages that I've got stacked up, and I just work on one at a time. So I'm just going to have a look and see what I've got here. So I've got these. I think what I might do is I'll put a bit of book page on that. So let's have a look what we've got under here. This is the picture I want, so I don't, let me just check. No, I don't want that. So I'm going to take a bit of this book page here. I was actually yesterday afternoon watching Rachel's last video where she just went up to her craft room and just did some random work in her, like just picked up things and randomly did them. I love doing that. I think it really opens up your mind and you just run away with it, and like I said to you the other day, time just slips away. I've got to make a new hole in that because I've left it there with the lid off for a few minutes, and I've got the heater on today because it's cold this morning. All the dogs are huddled under the desk. The little kids next door are playing in their yard, which apparently, according to my gang, is not allowed, and every so often they're running out there and telling them that's not allowed, unfortunately. So hopefully they don't bark too much. But I was going to let you guys all know that I did go to the vet with Buddy yesterday, and he's had his heart checked, and his heartbeat is still low, but the cardio specialist has told me that he has got a little problem with his heart, but it is a small dog problem, and they think that it is quite manageable with medication and monitoring it. So he's got to go back in a little while, probably about 6 months, to have it checked again. They have picked up a slight little glitch with his heart, but he said it's so minor that if they hadn't have been doing the scan on it, they wouldn't have even known. So he said it's definitely nothing to worry about at this point. He said, in actual fact, for a dog of Buddy's age, and Buddy is 14 years and 9 months old, it's quite common. But the reason that his heart is beating slowly is apparently there is a nerve that runs across the chest of a dog, and it can interfere with the way the heart operates. And as little dogs get older, this is what happens, and that's what's happened to Buddy. So at this point, they've told me it's nothing to worry about, just a little bit of maintenance and monitoring, and he'll be okay. So that's a big relief to me. And I was talking to Susan about it when we went out for lunch, and it doesn't take much for me to get upset about it. So poor Susan had to deal with that. So sorry about that, Susan. Got a bit blubbery and ruining the day out. But no, I'm all right now. I'm very happy that Buddy's had the test done, and we've got some more answers. But as I've said to you guys before, any of you guys know, and I think a lot of us crafty people have little dogs or pet friends, cats, and you know, even though you do, like I do, YouTube, and I think it's true for a lot of people that do YouTube, you are quite solitary people. You don't go out too often. You don't have a big circle of friends. I mean, I'm being, brushing with a broad brush here. I'm speaking about myself, and things that I have noticed about other YouTubers is that even though we put ourselves out there, we're not very out there kind of people. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So, oh, that's right. Yeah, so we kind of do, well, I think we do kind of rely on our pets for company, and I know I do with my guys. So, yeah, they're like family members, aren't they? And when something's wrong or something's not going well, it's quite distressing. So yeah, I'm glad to have had that all done. And so I dropped Buddy off there yesterday at 10 o'clock. They didn't have to sedate him. He was a good boy. And Ralphio came with me. I'll put a picture up of them in the car together. They're adorable. And while Buddy was having his scan, Ralph and I went off and we had a few problems. As I said, I'm not really used to driving around other than on our little island, but we did manage to find a car wash. So we went through the car wash, which was pretty exciting. I haven't been through a car wash in years, I don't reckon. I feel like I want something else a little bit just behind. Maybe, let me just grab a tiny little piece of lace or something to put behind that rose there. I've got my stash in the drawer here. I've been really bad. I've been on AliExpress, and I do not need another thing in this craft room, but I have bought some of the beautiful lace that they have on AliExpress. So when that comes in, I will show it to you guys. And for any of you that don't know AliExpress, it's actually like just a very, it's like a discount store online, but it comes from overseas, so from China. So sometimes it takes a long time to get here. But yeah, I try not to buy from there too often. But as I said, I've just had an order come in, and I did go on and buy some nice bits the other day, so I'll show you those. So yep, I've got all that organised, and I also had good news about my door. The company that are fixing the door that Rusty ran through a few weeks ago have been trying to source a door that will fit into the slot that has a low lip profile so that I can get in and out in my wheelchair. And he rang me yesterday and said they think they've found something that's going to do the job. And I mean, it's going to cost a tiny bit extra, but not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So I said to him, let's do it. Let's get on with it and let's get this door fixed. So I think the builder will come and have a look next week, and they will start moving forward with getting my door fixed. I'm one of those people, like, I know my craft room needs attention in terms of tidying, although I will tell you, I did spend the other day doing quite a bit of cleaning, cleaned out a few of the drawers and found stuff I'd forgotten I'd even bought, for heaven's sakes. I think we all do that in the craft room though, don't we? And yeah, so I have been cleaning up a bit, but I like my house to be in order. I like everything to be where it's supposed to be, and when it's not, my anxiety gets through the roof. So to have this door hanging off its hinges with broken glass, I mean, I don't have broken glass all around the place. My husband cleaned all that up, but I don't like it. It's distressing. So I'll be very glad to get that all sorted. I was just thinking I might use one of these in there, down the bottom maybe. If I rip it a bit, I don't want too many straight lines on this. So yeah. So maybe things are on the improve. My husband works away from home quite a bit, and he's due home today, so that'll be nice. He works pretty hard and long hours, and he's only recently started this job, so he's been doing it for about 3 weeks now, so we're still adjusting to it, but so far so good. I manage all right on my own. I have got people around to help me if I need it. My mum lives around the corner. My brother lives around the corner. My sister lives just off the island. Susan lives just around the corner. And, of course, I've got Leonie that pops in every twice a week to give me a hand with bits and pieces. So I've got lots of people who will help me at any time that I need it. So I'm very grateful for that, for those people. This is something else from AliExpress. I mean, they have nice little bits and pieces that I'm thinking maybe just a bit of greenery down there. I don't know. I'll think about that. Let's do a bit of something on the inside. So I've got that, and I will got some of this card. Maybe I'll put some of that on the inside there. This is one of the 12 by 12 sheets that I got. I have got a pile of them to go back to. Maybe I'll put it across both sides. That'll give it a nice bit of strength, won't it? I have got a pile to go back to the Oppie that I wasn't that keen on, and just a little bit more like modern. I want to stick to sort of the vintage-ish colours and things that are going to go with what I've got in my stash. So these were more the bold, vibrant oranges, hot pinks and things like that. So they're all going back to the oppie, and I'll probably drop them off and pick up another load of stuff, as you do. Yeah, I'll stick that right across. That'll give it a bit of strength, and it covers everything up in one hit, and then I can work from that point. So let me stick that down, and then I'll take the edges off. I don't know why. Sometimes I reckon I work better when I've got a lot of things going on my desk. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I definitely sometimes think that works for me. I'm just trying to get that up to the edge there. Might have to rip a little bit out. So I'll stick that down. And then I'm just going to fold that up while I rip this piece off. Where's my ruler? Do you feel like when you're watching YouTubers do these, that the catch cry for everybody is, where's my ruler? We're always looking, where's my ruler? Where's my scissors? Poor Lindsay, she's always losing her ruler. Lindsay from 507 Willow House Journal. She's hilarious. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Covered up that book page. I'll just crease that. And let me just flip that flap over. Yeah. Fold that in half. And I also just wanted to say thanks to everybody that showed interest in my flip journal. And I just wanted to let you know that it's not going to make it to Etsy because lovely Laura, who leaves some beautiful comments, not just on my channel, but on a lot of the channels I've noticed. I've seen her pop up here and there. She has purchased it. So that journal is going to be traveling over to Laura I'll stick it in the mail on Monday. So thanks, Laura. I really appreciate that. And I hope you love that when it arrives to you. Put some extra goodies in there too. What about if I stick that paper over the top? I'll tear that picture out while I'm about it because that's one of the pictures that I want to put in my pile that I plan on using at some point but then never use because I think, oh, once that's gone, that's gone. Look at that. Cute. I just like the stance on it. Oh, I think it's so cute. I'm very drawn to, I don't know why, I'm very drawn to flowers, birds, and childlike things. And I've said it before on the podcast, and I'll say it again. My daughter actually, like if we're out and about, I even actually gravitate, like I want to wear children's clothing. Yeah, terrible. I don't know why. I just think, oh, that's a nice dress. And my daughter says to me, that's a dress for a little girl. I'm like, yeah, but I like it. I don't know why. Just a weirdo, I guess. All right, I'm going to stick that there just to cover up that whiteness. And this is great because it makes me very happy. I haven't wasted that page that I took the pictures off that I wanted, and I've used the page around the other picture, so making sure that everything gets used up, which I like. And I'm going to just flip that around to this side. I've still got to cover that back piece, but that's all right. Get that done. I might even put a pocket on the back there. We'll just have to see what happens. So, yeah, as I said, I really just wanted to pop on and let you guys know because so many of you have sent me such kind and warm wishes about Buddy, to let you know that he is okay. He is doing okay, and we're moving forward in the general direction where everything's going to be all right, I'm hoping. So, yeah, thanks everybody for that. I'm just having a look in my little tub here. I just spotted a little thing that I thought might be quite nice. Look at that. I've actually even put a little bit of pink ink around the edge of that, so maybe I can just stick that there like a little tuck spot even, or maybe I should put it on that side. I want to rip that little corner out actually. I don't like how it's showing white on the back there, and I don't mind if the top edge is all uneven. That's better. Just put a bit more glue there, just to make sure everything's glued down properly. But I think what I'll do is, actually maybe I'll put that little tuck spot down the bottom there. No. We're going to go there. I'm going to go there. So I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back. I like using little bits up out of my tub. I did do a bit of collaging the other day to use stuff up, but when I had a bit of a tidy up, I restocked everything, found bits and pieces. So I've tried to categorize my pile. I've got a container, and I've put anything in it that is just plain wood, that's, you know, plain paper that doesn't have much patterning on it. Then I've made a tub that's got all my vintage book pages or larger pieces of paper that can be used for something or another. So, all right, the next thing I'm going to do, and I've got my tub here that's got just scraps in it, and I've got another 2 tubs on my desk that have got like things that I've got to fussy cut or can be fussy cut. So yeah, got a few bits going on there. So that's that. Let's glue that down. So that's what we've got at this point. And let me see, what else have I got here? I got these from AliExpress, so they look quite nice, don't they? Like one with a, see that's one that I ripped that up for one of the other ones, but that might be nice in there because it kind of matches the rose. Oh, there's nice little birds. I like the little bird. Don't know if it matches though with the little bit of red on it. Yeah, we'll leave him in there. He's nice. Just put those back to one side. What else have I got here? That's Buddy barking in the background there. Naughty boy. Telling those kids who's boss. Stick that one in there. That's got a mushroom on it. And maybe a green one as well. Maybe I'll put that green one there. I might glue that there, I think. Let's see. I'll rip that top bit off. A bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, that's better. I'll put that there. I never know where I'm going with these things until it's finished. I just keep gluing things on and stamping things and sticking things until I think, yeah, that looks quite good. Actually, what I might do even, might use one of my wooden butterflies. I've got them still on my desk. Let's say I pull. But the only thing I will say about these is they've got a little, I don't know if you can see that, they've got a little bit of an arc to them. So I use the fabric glue just to make sure that they're going to stick down really well. So I'll just grab my craft glue. No doubt I'll need to make sure the nozzle's clean because I've left it open again. Oh gosh, I'm terrible for that. Absolutely shocking. I was watching Leslie's video the other day, and she did a really nice little piece that had lace on it, and she was gluing it down, and she used her Fabri-Tac, and she was saying that she doesn't like the Fabri-Tac because it leaves such a glossy finish, and I agree with her. I'm grateful for the fact that it sticks down so well. But this fabric glue is not Fabri-Tac. It's one that we get here in Australia, a fabric glue. It says it dries crystal clear. Well, yes, it does dry crystal clear, but it does leave like a crystal-y type finish to it, which I am not mad keen on either. I agree with Leslie. I would like it just to dry matte, I think, but you can't be too picky about these things, can you? I think I'd like a piece of book page behind these two. So I think what I'm going to do is I want that picture there, so I'm going to rip that piece down there. I did have some lined paper, but I think I've used it all up. Man, I've got glue everywhere. I always get glue everywhere. I've got this piece. What have I got here? I've got this piece. This was in the pack of PDFs that I got from the op shop the other day. So I might glue that on the back, because that'll be good for a journaling space on the back there. But I don't need it to be that high. Let's see, how high do I need it to be? Let's go with, I'll need it to be a little bit narrower, I think. Just a tiny bit narrower. Yeah, I think probably about half the page and a bit narrower. So I like to do a bit of crafting every day, every single day. If I'm not doing this, I like to do a bit of painting. I do sewing. I try to make my own clothes where possible. I like to do knitting. So this is one of my home knits that I'm wearing at the moment, and I've decided this year that I'm only knitting cardigans. Well, apart from my gift knitting, I always knit my daughter something. I've just finished her jumper this year that she gets. So where's my pin? I need to put the pin in. So I've just finished hers. I've just started another cardigan for myself. But yeah, I like to do all sorts of things. So my craft room is chockers with many, many, many different types of craft activities that I get up to. But I do like, I'm really hooked on the journaling at the moment. I'll probably use some of these bits that I'm making in my wallpaper journal. So for those that are watching, you know, I've just put a video up the other day of the wallpaper journal. So yeah, I'll probably use some of these bits in that. Let's get this cut out. Not much journaling space there, but it looks pretty. So I think that will be good. Have I got a little bit of sari silk? Actually, what I might do is a bit of that along the top, and then that'll match the piece on the front. I do like the sari silk. I bought some off Amazon actually, and I think the reviews on it weren't great, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it depends what your application is. It's a bit shreddy and scrappy, but you know, I like that for my purpose. And somebody said that it was, on the review, said that it wasn't genuine sari, it was a polyester sari. Well, I'm not that cluey that I'd know the difference, so it didn't bother me. There we go. What about that? And I'll stick that in the back. There we go. The little birds in the front. And I think I'll leave it there for the moment. Oh no, I've got to do this back piece. I'll do the back. I would probably do some more on that. I'd probably put something here, but I'm not quite sure what at the moment. So I'll just do the back, and I'll do some sewing on it, of course. Actually, what I might even do is, my sewing machine has got a nice leaf stitch that I like. I might just run a plain leaf stitch down there. I didn't end up using that tuck, so that's more of a decorative piece than anything else. But that's all right. That's okay. So I'll put something on the back here. What have I got in my tub that I could use up? Let's see. Something. I don't know if that matches. I've got that. I don't know. It's a bit too much pink for my liking. I like it, but I like it because it's got the butterfly on it. I might just rip that around. Take the butterfly, just not fussy cut, but just fussy rip, shall we say. Fussy rip that out. And then I can put something behind it. Do a bit of that action. I'll keep that bit of paper though, because I might use that for something else. And then that could go there. What will I put behind it? I've got no. What else have I got? I've got a bit of this action. It's a bit busy, isn't it? A bit busy for my taste. What have I got in this pile here? Maybe I would just go for the decision. Got some plain parchment. Maybe that would be all right. I might start from that point, although you can see the book page underneath. It doesn't really bother me, so I think I'll stick that down there. When you've got too many things on your desk and you can hardly even move, is pretty much the situation I'm in at this point. All right, I'll put that there. I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to leave a little bit of that book page showing and get some glue on there. Can't have too much glue, I don't reckon. I'd rather be wiping glue off than undergluing. Let's see. All right, get that on there. It's funny, this lady's probably had these pieces of paper, these 12 by 12s. I found actually a little gift card in it, and it was from somebody that had sent the lady who had owned this stuff a birthday card. And the birthday card was for a lady, and it said happy 65th birthday. So I'd say that the lady that was doing this was older. I don't like to say old because she's only like 10 years older than me now, so all of a sudden 65 does not seem that old to me. It's funny how that works, isn't it? But yeah, so I don't know why she got rid of her things. It's a bit sad, but she did, and I'd like to tell her that I'm using them, that some of this stuff probably hasn't seen the light of day in years, and I wonder if when she sent it off to the op shop, she wondered what would happen to it. And, you know, I could have told her this is what's happening to it. What do we think about that? I'm still not sold on this guy. I think I'm going to leave that guy. I'm not sold on it. Maybe I'll just do some random collaging. That's always nice, isn't it? A bit of random collaging. Yeah, I'll stick that down there. Let's stick that down there. I think in my mind, when I'm doing this, when I put something down on the paper, it either says yes or no straight away. Like, I know straight away if I like it or not. Sometimes I go against my instincts and I'll stick something down even though I'm not 100% sold on it. And in the end, I never like it. I never like it. So if I like it, I stick it down. Let me just get that glue all the way to the bottom there. I don't question it too much. There we go. I could have actually even just stuck along the edge there and made that a little tuck spot, but that's all right. That's what happens when you gung-ho with the glue. Missed opportunity. It's not really, because I could actually... See? I had this piece of paper the other day I was showing you guys, and I really want to use it because I like the colour of this bit, but I'm not into blue very much. It's funny because when I was a kid, blue was my favourite colour, but I'm not really about blue. See, I like that piece because it hasn't got the blue on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that down. I might have to rip the pieces off that have got the blue on and throw them to the curve and just use the little pieces that I like. I'm going to stick that there. And then I've got these stamps on my desk, so let's move everything off the pile. I will tell you that this afternoon my plan is to do a bit of a cleanup. Why, you ask? Well, I do need to do a bit of a cleanup. Let's write Friday there. Actually, I should have done Saturday because it's Saturday. Oh, well, I've stamped it now. Let's continue forward. Friday, or Friday, as Lindsay says. And I think I might just leave it at that because the back can be plain, can't it? I could stick something on it later on. I'll think about it. So that's what we ended up with, just out of just pulling random pieces off my desk. I think that's pretty cute. And it'd look nice if you wrapped a bit of sari silk around it or a piece of ribbon. Let me just grab a piece of sari silk so we can see how that looks. Oops, just dropped a roll of ribbon and it's gone rolling away. I'll have to catch him later. I just found this as well in my drawer. Got that. I could even just put a piece of that just there. I do like a bit of... I'm going to have to... I got this lace from Spotlight and it's the most beautiful colour pink. I'm going to have to get some more. I'll have to wait for the sale, although I did get a voucher for $40 off the other day, so I might even... Let me just hack a piece of that off randomly and add that excess to the pile on my desk. So I might just... I want to put that there. Where's my little... I've got a little pin here. I can... Where's my hole punch? Let me put a little tiny hole in the top there and I'll pin it in place. I've got a little tiny hole punch. Might even be a bit small. We'll see. So, with all the glue on my fingers, let me see which is the back. That looks like the front to me. I'll put that through there. That through the hole and pin that. Is everybody panicking about me having that open ink on the desk there with all this lace and paper? I am. I better put the lid back on that. There we go. That's better. And I've got my sari silk here. So I'll probably do some stitching on that as well. And then put that bit of sari silk. I've tied a little bow in the end of that. I'll just cut a piece of that off. And tie that up. And that's ready. That's ready to go in a journal. I'll just put that in my ephemera pack. So, yep. As I said, I'll probably leave it at that. I'll probably make a few more bits, but I'll leave it at that, and I'll take a photo of them all with all their stitching and things like that on that I like to do and show you. Probably cut that off a little bit. But yeah, just making something from nothing it's pretty much what journaling's all about, isn't it? Making something from nothing. So sounds like these guys are going to go barking again. There's that piece of paper with the blue writing on that I told you. I don't know. I'm not keen. Settle down, kids. So I will continue along here, probably make a few more of these sorts of bits and pieces, and cutting out my pictures. I've still got a few pictures on my pile to cut out, and then I am going to have a big cleanup. Look, I've got glue on my desk with no lids on. Oh boy. And my other plan this afternoon is I want to line this tin. I've got some really nice fabric, so I'm going to line the tin. I'm going to cut out a piece of cardboard and line it and push that in, and I'm going to put my bits and pieces in that. So I might even film that video and I'll put it up later on in the week. We'll see how we go. That's on my list of things to do today as well. So yeah, I hope you have a happy Saturday. As I said, thank you for all the well wishes for Buddy, and I just wanted to let you guys know that all's well that ends well. So have a happy weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.